Botanical Bento garden zoning. Tiny Zen design for maximum impact. How are you today? And welcome back to the Enjoyable Garden channel. In this video, the Botanical Bento method turns one small garden into clear, beautiful zones that feel bigger, calmer, and more intentional. Stay to the end to see a complete layout that balances Zen quiet, edible herbs, and a simple social nook. If you love elegant small space design, support this work by subscribing, liking, and sharing, so more tiny gardens can become living art. Botanical Bento Garden Explained with Zen Order. Botanical Bento Garden Explained with Zen Order. Botanical Bento is a 2026 garden design trend built around curated spatial compartments, where every element has purpose and harmony, like a bento box for the outdoors. Today, that idea becomes a tiny Zen garden plan: clear borders, intentional textures, and a calm flow. You'll learn a zoning blueprint that works on balconies, courtyards, and narrow side yards, without making the space feel busy. Botanical Bento Garden Site Read. Sunshade Wind. Botanical Bento Garden Site Read. Sunshade Wind. Before zoning, read the space: where morning sun lands, where shade holds, and where wind tunnels. This decides what becomes Zen, what becomes edible, and what becomes social. Mark 2 or 3 reliable light pockets, then assign each compartment a job it can actually succeed at. This step prevents the most common small garden mistake: forcing a plant or feature into the wrong microclimate. Botanical Bento Garden Flow. Paths Sightlines Botanical Bento Garden Flow. Paths Sightlines. A botanical bento garden feels larger when circulation is simple. One main path, two gentle turns, and at least one long sightline. Use stepping stones to slow the pace. Then place one focal stone or basin where the eye naturally rests. Keep edges clean so the brain reads compartments fast, and the garden feels organized even when plants grow fuller. The result is calm movement, like walking through tiny rooms. Botanical Bento Garden Zen Entry Threshold Design. Botanical Bento Garden Zen Entry Threshold Design. The first compartment should quiet the mind immediately. A Zen threshold with gravel, one stone anchor, and a clean border. In Japanese design language, it's a pause, ma, before the garden reveals more. The entry zone needs restraint, not decoration, so every later zone feels richer by contrast. Use one strong line, one soft texture, and one focal stone. Then let the path invite the next step. Botanical Bento Garden Texture Zoning with Gravel. Botanical Bento Garden Texture Zoning with Gravel. Texture is the secret code of bento zoning. Use coarser gravel in high-traffic paths and finer gravel in the quiet Zen zones. This signals to the feet and eyes where to move fast and where to slow down. Keep the color consistent, but let the grain size change. It's a subtle cue that defines the room without building a wall. Texture creates the boundary, not the fence. Botanical Bento Garden Water Ritual Corner Plan. Botanical Bento Garden Water Ritual Corner Plan. A tiny water ritual corner adds sound and softness without dominating space. Use a stone basin concept, keep it low, and frame it with gravel and one moss patch. The point is suggestion, not spectacle. A quiet Tsukubai-inspired moment that makes the garden feel alive. Keep the feature tucked into one compartment so the rest remains clean and modular. In a botanical bento layout, even water becomes a carefully portioned ingredient. Botanical Bento Garden Vertical Layer for Small Spaces. Botanical Bento Garden Vertical Layer for Small Spaces. Vertical structure makes tiny gardens feel deep. One clean bamboo screen or slim trellis-like plane becomes a background, not clutter. In bento zoning, vertical elements act like dividers between flavors, adding privacy and focus while keeping footprint small. Use one vertical plane, one climbing green texture, and one negative space gap to keep it breathable. This is where small space garden design starts to feel architectural. Botanical Bento Garden Container Composition Trick. Botanical Bento Garden Container Composition Trick. Containers work beautifully with bento design because each pot becomes a portion you can swap by season. Use a simple trio concept, thriller, filler, spiller, so each container reads like a complete mini-scene. Keep container shapes consistent and vary only plant texture to avoid visual chaos. Place containers at corners of compartments to pin the geometry and make zoning feel deliberate. Botanical Bento Garden Edible Zone Herb Grid. Botanical Bento Garden Edible Zone Herb Grid. The edible compartment should feel like a designed pattern, not a vegetable patch. Use a tight grid. Repeat 2 or 3 herbs and keep heights low so the zone reads clean from above. Let fragrance do the storytelling. Basil, mint, rosemary, organized like ingredients on a tray. This is the useful beauty zone that makes the whole garden feel personal and lived in. Botanical Bento Garden Modular Raised Bed Zone. Botanical Bento Garden Modular Raised Bed Zone. Raised beds can be bento compartments, modular, tidy, and satisfying. Keep the bed low, edges straight, and proportions consistent with the rest of the layout. This is where edible landscaping meets design discipline. Greens that look like decor. Assign one bed for leafy greens, one for aromatics, and one for seasonal color, then rotate like a capsule wardrobe. Botanical Bento Garden Pollinator Pocket Zone. Botanical Bento Garden Pollinator Pocket Zone. A small pollinator pocket adds motion and life, but it must stay curated to fit bento order. Choose one flowering color family and repeat it in a tight cluster, framed by gravel and clean edging. This keeps the garden from turning chaotic while still supporting butterflies and bees. In a tiny Zen garden, even wildness needs a boundary, so it feels like design, not drift. Botanical Bento Garden Social Nook Seating Zone. Botanical Bento Garden Social Nook Seating Zone. A micro-social nook turns the garden from view-only into live-in. Keep seating simple and low-profile, framed by gravel, one container anchor, and a clean backdrop. The trick is to dedicate a full compartment to comfort, not to cram seating into circulation. When the social zone is intentional, the zen and edible zones feel more sacred by contrast. Botanical Bento Garden Evening Mood Lighting Plan. Botanical Bento Garden Evening Mood Lighting Plan. At night, zoning should still read. Edges glow softly, the path becomes a ribbon, and the focal stone becomes a silhouette. Keep lighting invisible, with illumination that feels like moonlight, subtle, directional, and calm. This is modern YouTube cinematic gardening, day beauty plus night atmosphere. Design the lighting as another bento ingredient, portioned into just a few gentle highlights. Botanical Bento Garden Seasonal Capsule Swap System. Botanical Bento Garden Seasonal Capsule Swap System. One reason Botanical Bento is so satisfying is the seasonal swap. Change one compartment and the whole garden feels refreshed. Keep a capsule plan, spring greens, summer herbs, autumn texture, winter structure, while the borders stay the same. This makes tiny gardens sustainable. Less waste, fewer purchases, more impact. And it gives you endless content ideas, because each zone becomes a repeatable series. Botanical Bento Garden Final Results Reveal. Botanical Bento Garden Final Results Reveal. Seeing the whole garden from above proves the concept. Tiny zones, massive impact. The compartments work together like a puzzle, creating a space that feels expansive, functional, and deeply serene. This isn't just about placing plants. It's about designing a lifestyle that fits in a square meter. You now have the blueprint to turn any small corner into a personal sanctuary. Botanical Bento Garden Call to Action Outro. Botanical Bento Garden Call to Action Outro. If this zoning guide sparked an idea for your space, please like the video and share your favorite compartment idea in the comments below. Subscribe for more tiny design blueprints, and remember, small spaces hold the biggest piece. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next design.